Welcome to Only One You Need Radio. We're not the only one you need. You are. We just show you how to get out of your own way. With your host, speaker, author, business coach, and consultant, David Dubay.
Welcome to Only One You Need Radio. Your host, David Dubay. Super excited to share, this episode with you. Where in this episode, we're going to talk about the reason we're here. This is like the reason for everything we do. It really is. That's a pretty big topic, don't you think? Now I'm gonna compress it because I don't want to take days on end talking about this, even though I probably could. So the first thing I have to despise. Wow, that came out really wrong, didn't it? The first thing I have to dispel is this notion of being self-made. Anyone who claims to be self-made is full of themselves. I hope you know that. And I hope you're not one of those people who claim to be self-made, because let me ask you a couple questions for your consideration on rethinking the whole self-made thing. Who made your car? Did you make the tires, or did like Firestone or Goodyear or Pirelli make them? Did you build your car from hand up, right, or ground up, whatever? Did you do that? I doubt it. How about the sandwich you had for lunch? Did you grow all your vegetables that you put on it? Did you, if you put some kind of meat on it, did you raise the animal, feed the animal, slaughter the animal, and do all the things necessary for the animal to be on that sandwich? No, you did not. Did you? All I'm saying is no one is self-made. And if you think for a second you're self-made, I could share some words, but it's really not going to do anyone any good for me to do that. No one's self-made. That's really the point of this, is there's no such thing as self-made. No one is. Because in order for us to talk about the purpose for us as a people, no one can be self-made. There's no possible way that anyone can be self-made based on that assertion. The other part, too, is I want you to think about this. Look at the most beautiful architecture you've ever seen. Or if you're driving now, look around you. What do you see? Did it just appear? Or did a group of individuals come together and make something? This is where we start to get to the meat and taters of this. Or you could talk about, this is maybe the Brussels sprouts of the conversation. Later, it might give you gas, but I'm telling you, it's delicious now. So here's the deal. Nothing just appears. Do you hear me? Nothing just appears. You see, for you to be here as a human being, two individuals, right? Two, and they're individual, but they have to come together to not be individual anymore. Do you get that? And when they come together to not be individual anymore, they created you together. We're here, and see, you're born of two people, and you're born of two people for people. I don't know. Think about that. You're here for people. You were born of people to serve people, to help people, to be with people. Not to fight people, not to push people away, not to tell them to go F themselves, but for people. You are here because of people and for people. This is the reason for everything. Service of people. The other part to that, that's like the base level. The next level on top of that, remember the 4 stages of belief we talked about? If you didn't listen to that, go listen to that. That one's just, that's killer information right there. Not that it's going to kill you, it's going to change you, is what it's going to do. So there's that base level is for other people. The next level is what you get from doing that, from being here for other people. And I'm reminded of this all the time. And you should be too. But sometimes we forget. And sometimes we're too selfish to think about others. But really, if we're here for other people, what we get from that connection is everything. It is everything. We thrive on it. This is why when you are a social media hound and you're on your Instagram, your Snapchat, your Twitter, your Facebook, and you need to see more likes, more comments, more whatever, you're doing it for that dopamine rush. We get the dopamine rush when we feel connection. And this is the key, is connection. Now, social media is like the cheater way of connection because people get addicted to it. They can't detach themselves from it. I could go on and on about that. And that's not what this topic is about. It's really about, so we're not going to talk about detaching yourself from social media, albeit one should. This is about finding meaningful connection, deep connection. This is about finding love. This is about being in love. Life is great when feelings are great. Now, I'm going to clarify that. Life is great when feelings are great. Both sides. You can't have ecstasy without the depths of pain. You cannot. And the reason is because without one, you can't contrast and feel the other. Like, you know when you feel perfect, when you're at stasis, right? You know when you're at stasis. Like, think about climbing in bed, wrapping yourself in your blankets, and just, so not only do you feel safe, but you also feel like the perfect temperature, right? Your body's at like the perfect temperature, and it feels amazing. When it's too hot, it sucks. When it's too cold, it sucks. But when you only know that by like taking off a cover or having no covers on, or you running from the shower into, right? I mean, you dried yourself off first, I hope, and then running into bed. But knowing that the cold air against your skin was enough to tell you, this isn't where I want to be. And you find that stasis, you find that equilibrium, and that's what it's about. It's about finding not only your equilibrium, but moving in contrasting directions from it. You have to feel the cold to feel the warmth. You have to feel the hate to feel the love. And you don't have, like, you have to have felt it. You don't have to continually feel it. But you have to have contrast. I'm a happy person. You can talk to anyone who's near me, close to me. Most of the time, I'm Mr. Go-Lucky, happy, blah, blah. And I play hockey twice a week. I love hockey. Hockey is like, it's my jam. So Friday night hockey just started. And then I have Sunday night hockey. Sunday night hockey, I skate with my father. And I pick my dad up and I bring him to hockey. So since he lives on the way from my house to where the rink is, I just pick him up and we go. Makes it easy, and we get to chat, chit-chat, whatever. And so this past Sunday, I'm in the car with him. He knows I'm Mr. Go-Lucky. He knows I'm, happy me. But I wasn't happy. I don't remember. I don't remember what he said, but he knew he was pushing my button. And I don't know, and I know, yes, he may have meant it, he may not have meant it. I know he meant it. But he meant it because he knew I needed that contrast to feel the other way. I needed that contrast to move the other direction. My dad knows me well enough that sometimes he'll prod you just so you move in the direction he knows I want to ultimately move to. And this is why we do so many things. This is why we tell people, we give people advice when we shouldn't give them advice, because we care for them, we love them, and we want them to feel that stasis again. And so that's why we do a lot of these things that sometimes are irrational and stupid, and sometimes we just shouldn't open our mouths, but we do them anyway. You know, you have to have that contrast. You have to have that contrast. I'm really excited for the next episode because of what I know I'm going to share. I have so many things that I want to share with you guys. I'm so excited about it. I hope you got something out of this episode. I didn't necessarily clarify a whole lot with this, other than the fact that there's no such thing as self-made. No such thing. B, the whole reason we're here is for everyone. We're here for people, because of people, and for people. Baseline, that's what that is. Next is the emotional portion of it. The feeling that we gain by interacting with people and being around people. Not the fake crap from social media. That's bullshit. I'm talking about the real stuff. And I say it's bullshit, and I buy into it too. So I'm no king or prince or queen or princess, whatever, when it comes to that either. I still have my struggles. I'm not free and clear. But rest assured, it's certainly not my end game. So thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited to share a whole bunch of stuff with you. My computer is blowing up over here. Yeah, I'm really, really excited for what's to come with the show here. So do yourself a huge favor. Do me a huge favor. If you love this, go on to the old tunes there and write me up a little, how do you feel about this? Rate the show. The more you do that, better things get, potentially. And then also find me on Instagram, join the group, join the community. I post this stuff, I'm posting this stuff on the socials, obviously, in reference to it shouldn't be on social as much. I'm posting it there because more people need this stuff. If you find this stuff great, go onto the socials and share this stuff. If this was good, share it. Don't just hold it in your hand and not do anything with it. That's why I'm doing this show, is because this information isn't just information I should hold on to and pray that sometime someone's going to be like, yeah, maybe I should talk about that. So that's why I'm here. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for downloading. Thanks for sharing. Do that. Find me. Friend me. Let's talk. Let's get into conversation. It's time that you be the person you're meant to be. Believe in all that you're capable of and become more than you thought imaginable.